Yep, that time again. Let's move some slurry. So what we have to do is get these cattle out of this shed, clean down their slats, clean down the cubicles, and get the mixer that's on the massey here at the minute. Get the mixer set up and start mixing this tank. Hope to take about 10 to 15 tanks out of this one today. Get mixed and put over in the other tank over on the other farm. Then tomorrow we're going to mix this one and this one, which are also up on practically touching the slats, and we're going to draw them over as well. Probably take about 10 each out of those. Time to move. Oh, out. Go on, go on. Look down through the slats. You can see, just about see that, yeah, it's right up on the slats here, especially where the cow's been laying. So it's not a moment too soon to start emptying something out of this tank. What is? You can see there, this girl is quite heavy. She lost a bit of condition as well, so we're giving her just a little bit extra meal just to build that condition back up on her. She's due now in about another fortnight, and she's very heavy, so it's probably a strong possibility she could be carrying twins. As I said before in other videos, I empty the houses so the cattle are safe, that I'm safe, but I'm not going to be going in if I see an animal going down with the slurry fumes. No mistakes or no accidents can happen when a house is empty. Stay out of it. Would you believe it or not, I actually put the dog in as well. I have two dogs, but one particular one you've seen is a chocolate Labrador, and he follows me everywhere. And I know that when he's with me and I'm mixing, there's chances that he could fall into the tank. He is big and clumsy. Put the dog in, these is safe, because if the dog went down, who knows the way you'd react. On a split second, you could just take that notion of running in, grab him, pull him out real fast, and that's all it takes. As my wife just give out to me sometimes for breaking wind in the house, I always say to her, it's not the one you can smell that'll do the harm, it's the one you can't smell that'll kill you. this gives me a bit of an opportunity to have a quick look, check the oils on the tank. Checked the tractor there this morning before I started, fitted with diesel. So I just have to check this little plunger here. Give me a little bit of a nightmare to get out. Jesus. There we go. That's fine, just perfect. Gearbox I know is fine because I did it last week. Just have to get a little bit of grease into these Hardy Spicers, and then we're ready to rock.
That first part was done 2 days ago because the weather was absolutely atrocious, as usual. With a lot of wind and rain and everything flung at us, and it was impossible. Although I threw away, it was harsh conditions and it was hard to work in it. So I said, wait, this is the last day of it now. We have about another 10 tanks today, and it should be grand. Should have enough out then. I'd say we've got four tanks, or 4 feet I should say, of each tank. This tank over here is about 3 foot up the top, so about another 10 tanks will live fairly close to the top, I'd say. We're not going to fill it right up into the slats because we don't know when we're going to ever get out of pipes. The weather is just horrendous, as I said before, and fields are in an awful mess. But we're hoping next week they're talking about maybe a little bit of change in the weather, maybe a little bit of high pressure coming in. So if that high pressure comes in, brilliant. But it's going to take a few days for the ground to even dry up so a tractor could drive in it. I mentioned in a clip on our last video that we're going to pipe it. We're going to pipe it with the zero bar. So zero bar will be the real Mackay for this weather. And there's a lot of grass cover at the minute too, so we don't want to be covering grass on Slurry either. So, as a lot of these may know, colleges, schools, healthcare, or childcare I should say, facilities are all closed because of the coronavirus. We're just hoping that maybe that will stem it a little bit and slow it down. It's a dangerous virus. I'm hoping these are all kind of stay safe, because younger people mightn't have such a problem, but it's the elderly people we worry about. Me, my own parents, you're probably in the same situation, so yeah, we just hope, fingers crossed, that the thing calms down soon and life can go back to some sort of normality. So that's that load dumped. I'm back for another one. It's very quick. Once you have the pipe in the tank, we have two pipes, so we've one at home and one for there, and it unloads the tank really fast. Once you're just blowing it in with a pipe rather than using a bend nozzle or something like that, it's just so quick. Dumps the load within a minute and you're back on the road again, so it's very easy to move stuff back and forth. So any of you guys who are from a different country, maybe a bit further away, like Australia, Canada, places like that, anytime you leave a comment, or anybody who is subscribed and watching this channel that are in places like that, don't forget to leave a comment and put whatever country you're from beside it, and we'll be sure to give you a shout out maybe sometime along the line, you never know. But yeah, we've got a lot of people from Canada, Spain, Holland, Germany, just looking through a few last night, America, definitely, we have a lot of people in America, and certainly we have loads and loads of people in the UK. You get to see things that are probably done compared to, I suppose, compared to America, things is very different, but I suppose in the UK we're more or less the same. Weather-wise, we get the same weather, the same climate, so usually the work follows the climate. But I'm always interested, I'm always watching different channels on YouTube and looking at the way they do things, and I'm amazed. Obviously America do things on a lot bigger scale, and they do things that are practically completely different. They're growing different crops, and you know, cattle fed in a completely different nutrition than what we're feeding. A couple of guys yesterday contacted me from Pakistan. We also had a few people from, where was it, Romania, Poland. It's lovely to hear from people far in the field, so far wide in the field. So that's that. Good few load over there now. Last 3 days got a lot more out. I got almost 40 load over here. That's a 1600 gallon tank, so that's a right bit. Tank is about 6 inches off the top, maybe a little less. See there, she's full now, so she is. So yeah, I don't want to fill it up to the top just yet, because there's a couple of tanks at home that I could take a few more load out of. Everything's mixed, but I want to wait. I just don't know exactly when the man's going to be able to come to me to pipe, because I know he's going to be very, very busy. As soon as the ground gets in any kind of condition, I know he's probably already piping as it is. You just don't know. You have to wait your turn. He can only do so much, so I just don't want to fill it to the brim yet, because we still need a bit of storage over here for these cattle. Although they're not going to fill an awful lot, we just have to wait and see. So I'll allow that 6 inches just to play for the time being. Come over then and draw over 5 or 6 load, and that will finish it off completely. But as I say, when he's piping, we'll probably draw over. I'll mix this first before he comes, and I'll mix a tank at home that's fairly watery stuff, and draw over then. We'll draw over as he's piping. So I could get easy get 6 load, 7 load over here in an hour. I'm only a kilometre away. He's going to be here for a few hours anyway, so that'll cover the silage ground. Take the pressure off at home now. The tanks are all 4 to 5 feet below the slats now, and I'm happy with that. That's the idea of this shed and having the tank over here. That bit of storage is brilliant, because I wouldn't know what we would have done the year we hadn't had it. I'm planning on doing a new video over the weekend, which is going to show me basically when I get up in the morning till I get in for breakfast. My busiest time of the day is morning time, between 6 AM and 9:30. That's usually the busiest time when you're going through your routine jobs, and I'm going to do a video of that as soon as I get up, the whole way through until I get in for breakfast. Obviously it's not going to be that hours long. We'll narrow it into small segments, but it should be fun. I'm looking forward to doing it. I have some good ideas, so look forward to that one. It should be interesting, and sure, bit of crack for everybody to watch. So until the next one, I'm going to get home here now, get a bit of feeding done at home. My kids are off school, as I said before, so I have to check on them and make sure they're okay and having the house destroyed. And until the next one, folks, hit that sub button, give us a like, throw an old comment in the comment box below, and we will catch you very shortly.